Have you ever wondered what the strangest dishes in the world are? Well, let me tell you, it's a culinary wonderland out there filled with dishes that would make your taste buds do a double take. From the exotic to the downright bizarre, the world of food is a wild ride of flavor and intrigue. Imagine, if you will, a dish that could make you question everything you thought you knew about food. A dish that could make you laugh, cry, and maybe even scream. Is it a sweet? Is it a savory? Is it alive? These are the questions that keep food adventurers up at night. But fear not, fellow flavor explorers. We're about to embark on a culinary adventure that will take us to the farthest corners of the globe, exploring meals that would make even the most seasoned foodie raise an eyebrow. So buckle up, taste buds. We're about to take a wild ride. Ever been dared to eat something so outrageous it made your stomach churn just thinking about it? Let's venture into the world of culinary curiosities, where one person's delicacy is another's double-dog dare. Let's start our journey in sunny Mexico, home of the famed escamoles. Now, if you're thinking, escamoles, that sounds exotic, let me tell you, you're in for a surprise. You see, escamoles are ant larvae, harvested from the roots of the agave plant. Yes, you heard me right, ant larvae, often referred to as insect caviar. They're fried up with butter and spices and served with tortillas. A crispy, buttery delicacy for some, a dare for the rest of us. Next, let's bundle up and head to the chilly landscapes of Iceland, where we'll encounter hackerl. Now, I know what you're thinking, hackerl, that's just a fancy name for shark, right? Well, you're not wrong, but this isn't your everyday shark steak. Hackerl is fermented shark, left to cure for up to 5 months, and when I say cure, I mean buried underground, left to rot, and then hung out to dry. The end result? A delicacy with a strong ammonia-rich smell and fishy taste that's been described as acquired at best. But hey, who are we to judge? After all, one culture's gross out is another's gourmet. From ant larvae tacos to fermented shark, it's clear that the culinary world is as diverse as it is delicious. Or distressing, depending on your perspective. So, the next time you're feeling adventurous at the dinner table, remember, what may seem like a dare to you might just be another Tuesday night dinner for someone else. And who knows, you might even find your new favorite dish in the most unexpected places. Taste is subjective after all. One man's trash is another man's fermented shark. Sometimes the strangest dishes come from the most unexpected ingredients. And when I say unexpected, I mean it. You might want to brace yourselves for this one, folks. Take a culinary journey with me to China, where the concept of a cozy bird's nest soup is taken quite literally. But don't be fooled by its benign name. This isn't your grandma's chicken noodle. The key ingredient? Swiftlet bird saliva. Yes, you heard that right. These little birds create their nests using their own spit, which solidifies into a gelatinous consistency, perfect for a hearty soup. And let me tell you, it's considered a delicacy, renowned for its rich flavor and medicinal properties. But if you thought bird spit was out there, wait until I take you to Cambodia. Picture this, you're walking down a bustling market street. You see all the traditional food stalls, fresh fruits, vegetables, meat. But then you stumble upon something that makes you do a double take. Fried tarantulas. That's right, these 8-legged creatures are deep fried to a crisp, seasoned to perfection, and served up as a crunchy snack. You might be squirming in your seat, but for the locals, it's just another day at the market. And if you think these are just novelty items for tourists, think again. Bird's nest soup and fried tarantulas have been staples in their respective cultures for centuries. It's a whole new level of farm to table, or should I say, sky to bowl and spider to mouth. These dishes might seem bizarre to us, but that's the beauty of global cuisine. It opens up a world of tastes, textures, and, yes, even a few surprises. Because in the end, isn't food about exploration, about stepping out of our comfort zones and trying something new? So next time you're feeling adventurous, remember, bird spit and spiders are on the table. Who knew bird spit and arachnids could make it to the menu, right? Remember fear factor? Yeah, some of these dishes might give those challenges a run for their money. As we delve into the Fear Factor fare, we're going to talk about some dishes that are not for the faint of heart or the weak of stomach. But hey, one man's gross is another man's gourmet, right? Let's start off with a little something called balut from the Philippines. Now this isn't your typical boiled egg. No sir, this is a fertilized duck egg with a nearly developed embryo inside. That's right, feathers, beak and all. It's typically boiled and eaten straight from the shell, seasoned with a little salt, vinegar or chili. Just imagine biting into that crunchy little duckling. Yum or yuck, you decide. Next up we've got a cheese that's literally alive. Casu marzu, or as it's affectionately known, maggot cheese, hails from Sardinia, Italy. This peculiar pecorino is left outside, allowing cheese flies to lay their eggs in it. The larvae then help to break down the cheese, creating a soft, creamy texture. But here's the kicker. It's eaten while the maggots are still alive and kicking. And you thought blue cheese was funky? If you're feeling brave, you might want to try century eggs from China. These are eggs preserved in a mixture of clay, ash, salt, quicklime and rice hulls for several weeks to several months. The yolk becomes dark green and has a strong smell of sulfur and ammonia, while the egg white turns into a dark, translucent jelly with a salty flavor. Now that's a hard-boiled reality. Lastly, let's not forget the hakarl from Iceland. This is fermented shark meat, and it's notoriously known for its strong, ammonia-rich smell and fishy taste. It's been described as the worst-tasting food on Earth. Now isn't that a tempting challenge? Talk about eating your fears, literally. And now, for the piece de resistance, the most bizarre dish of them all. Drumroll, please. We've seen some pretty wild dishes today, but none compare to the grand finale. Brace yourselves, because we're about to dive into the world of century eggs from China. Or as some like to call them, 100-year-old eggs. Now don't fret, they're not actually a century old, but the preparation process might make you wish they were. The eggs, duck, chicken or quail, are preserved in a mixture of clay, ash, salt, quicklime, and rice hulls for several weeks to several months. The result? A jelly-like greenish-black egg with a strong salty flavor. But it's not just about the ingredients and the fascinating, albeit a bit unsettling preparation process. It's also the cultural significance that makes century eggs stand out. These eggs are a delicacy in China and are often served during special occasions and festivals. It's a tradition that dates back hundreds of years, and despite the initial shock to the taste buds, many find them to be a unique and enjoyable treat. So, what makes this the strangest dish in the world? Well, it's the combination of its unusual ingredients, the lengthy and peculiar preparation process, and its deep-rooted cultural significance. It's not every day that you come across a dish that challenges your palate, your understanding of food preservation, and your cultural perceptions all at once. Century eggs may not be everyone's cup of tea, or should we say, bite of egg. But isn't that the beauty of food? It's diverse, it's intriguing, and it's always full of surprises. Just when you think you've tasted it all, there comes a dish that makes you go, wait, you can eat that? And there you have it, folks, the world's strangest dish. Do you dare to try? So what do you think? Feeling adventurous or nauseous? After our whirlwind tour of the world's weirdest dishes, it's time for the tummy's verdict. We've journeyed from the curious to the downright daring, sampling everything from the unlikely to the unimaginable. We started with the peculiar yet intriguing delicacies where the line between yum and yuck was blurry. Then we ascended into the realm of the unlikely edibles, challenging our notions of the edible and inedible. And who could forget our fearless foray into the Fear Factor Fair, where the dishes were as much about courage as they were about culinary exploration. Now we'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried any of these dishes? Or perhaps you have a unique dish of your own to share. Don't be shy, every dish has its day. Remember, the world is full of strange and wonderful things, and that includes the food. Bon appetit, or should we say, bon adventure? Before we wrap up this gastronomic journey, we hope you've enjoyed this culinary adventure as much as we have. We've tasted, tested, and teased our taste buds with some of the most unusual dishes from around the world. But remember, the beauty of food is in its diversity, and what may seem strange to one might be a delicacy to another. So, keep your mind and your palate open. And if you have a peculiar dish you'd love to share with us, drop it in the comments below. We would love to hear your food stories. If you enjoyed this video and want to join us on more intriguing fact-finding missions from around the world, don't forget to hit the like button. Share this video with your fellow food adventurers, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more edible escapades. Until next time, keep exploring and keep tasting.